SVG-TV News headlines sponsored in part by Flow.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deals. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk, and talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.
In the headlines, CDB and UK to assist with the modernization of Port Kingston. Guyana government defends its decision to place oil reserve in the US Federal Reserve Bank. Britain's newly re-elected Prime Minister says the country must find closure on Brexit debate. And in sports, Dwayne Bravo comes out of T20 international retirement. These and other stories coming up in SVG-TV's Evening News and Sports.
That was the news headline sponsored in part by Flow.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deals. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk, and talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.
Good evening and welcome to SVG-TV's News and Sports for Friday, December the 13th, 2019. I am Bhavin Norville with the details. The Board of Directors of the Caribbean Development Bank, the CDB, yesterday approved funding for the modernization of Port Kingston. This project is the first of a two-phase program and includes the construction of a new cargo port and associated roadworks to improve access and traffic flow in the Kingston area. CDB Vice President Operations Monica Bennett said in a news release that the modernization of the Kingston port is an important component of the government's vision for transforming SVG into a modern, competitive, private sector-led economy. Bennett says CDB's investment in the port modernization project will boost the efficiency of cargo services, revitalize Kingston, and enhance the business environment, while expanding employment opportunities and reducing poverty. The project is being funded by a $110 million loan from the CDB, a $32 million grant from the CDB-administered United Kingdom Infrastructure Fund, and a $43 million contribution from the government of SVG. Resident British Commissioner to SVG, Steve Moore, said the United Kingdom is pleased that the Kingston Port Modernization Project will deliver economic growth, while supporting improved livelihoods, poverty reduction, and safer conditions for citizens, which is the goal of the United Kingdom Caribbean Infrastructure Fund. Government officials have been holding consultations with residents and fisherfolk of Rose Place and vendors in Little Tokyo who will be affected by the planned construction. They have also been offered relocation to safer, more climate-resilient areas. The next phase of the port modernization project is expected to an inter-regional cargo terminal and an inter-island ferry terminal. Sailors and yachties from France, Australia, Germany, USA, and the United Kingdom who participated in this year's Arc Plus expedition to Destination SVG were awarded last evening at a ceremony held at the Sunset Shores Hotel. Larissa Pugsy-Kid tells us more in this report.
The Zaria sailboat out of New Jersey in the USA was the first to arrive at Destination SVG 2 weeks ago and received line honors at last evening's awards ceremony. The sailboat also placed third in the Class A category, which was won by Spendthrift. The most beautiful sailboat was Covey of Australia, which placed second in the Class A category. Winner of the multi-hull class was the boat Ocant from France. The overall winner of Arc Plus SVG was Arantel, also from France, which placed first in the Class B category. The boats that traveled the longest distance of more than 3,000 miles was Santa Esmeralda from Germany. The Safety Award and Best Prepared Yacht was Cape Town from Germany. This boat had on board 2 children. Speaking at a prize-giving ceremony at the Sunset Shores, Minister of Tourism Cecil Mackey noted the increased level of participation of boats on the yachts compared to last year and thanked the World Cruising Club for making it happen.
At the airport, so you can fly from the international destinations, you can come by yacht, you can come by cruise. We are happy to have hosted you here. Vincentians are known as some of the best hosts anywhere in the world, and I'm sure that you've realized that by now. Come again, and we're really happy to host you.
This year, 23 yachts arrived in SVG with a total of 90 crew members. There were 10 children on board who also received certificates at last evening's prize-giving ceremony. Chief Executive Officer of the SVG Tourism Authority, Glenn Beach, said that they are looking forward to more persons participating next year.
I must say it has been a great experience, and Natasha will say that it has been easy to work with Mark and his crew, and I have to give Mark and Natasha a lot of credit because they put in a lot of work into this, and it's greatly appreciated. And so I want to thank you all for participating, and I hope I get to see many of you soon. Those of you who won rum, enjoy it. And if you can't get any more after, more reason for you to come back.
This is the second year that the Atlantic Racing Club ARC Plus used SVG as a destination, and this year there were boats from 10 countries, namely France, Germany, UK, Australia, United Kingdom, Switzerland, Canada, Netherlands, Norway and Jersey. For SVG-TV News, Larissa Pogsley-Kidd.
A stakeholder consultation was held yesterday at the Ministry of Social Development, embarked on a comprehensive review of the sexual offences provision in the Criminal Code of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Delivering opening remarks at the consultation was Coordinator of the Gender Affairs Division, Lafleur Kwame, who said the consultation comes on the heels of an intensive 16 days of activism campaign against gender-based violence, which will be the focus of the next 2 years, as rape is considered to be a form of abuse committed to women and girls in SVG.
This campaign underscores the harsh fact that violence against women not only denies women and girls their rights, health and opportunities, but undermines all national development efforts. Rape and sexual violence as a weapon used in gender-based violence is a problem that seriously impacts not only the victim, but also on the community and the nation as a whole. As a part of the 16 days campaign, activities were undertaken to heighten and galvanize awareness around gender-based violence, particularly around child abuse, domestic violence, and sexual violence. It comprised of capacity building initiatives with police officers and nurses, as they are key service providers under legislations, protocols, and procedures in responding to reports of child abuse and domestic violence. Furthermore, the campaign ran island-wide in communities, schools, and institutions in collaboration with the National Commission on Gender-Based Violence. We are here
Kwame said the government commissioned the review of the sexual offences provision in the Criminal Code of SVG, which discriminates against women and girls and other vulnerable groups. She also expressed gratitude to the Human Dignity Trust, the HDT, for its technical assistance on the project.
This was done so that our laws can adopt the recommendations made by the United Nations human rights bodies, such as the International Covenant for Civil and Political Rights, the Convention on the Rights of the Child, and the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. This review would provide recommendations for reform to reflect international good practice on issues such as rape and sexual assault, sexual offences related to people with disabilities, and age of consent laws. Today, we are here with key stakeholders within the judiciary, legislature, social sector, and civil society to share the findings of this review and the recommendations for reform. On behalf of the Ministry and the Government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines by extension, I must express our sincerest thanks and gratitude to the Human Dignity Trust for providing such technical and financial support towards this venture.
Christmas is synonymous with many treats such as baked ham, turkey, chicken, as well as drinks such as sorrel, ginger beer, and a wide variety of alcoholic beverages. Director of Health Solutions Inc., Pauline De Freitas, is however advising persons to be mindful of what they consume.
Majority of these patients are able, to swallow, digest a lot of the stuff that's on the table. That's not the issue. Our concern is how much of it is being put on the table. So if you do have people in your family who are diabetic, hypertensive, or have a kidney problem, then make sure that a lot of the vegetables and the fruits and the desserts that you're serving is actually kidney friendly or diabetic friendly. When you're baking, make sure that you're not baking with sugar. Use substitutes such as applesauce and other things to give it a bit more flavor. When we're actually cooking the food, ham, chicken, turkey, whatever the dish is, then we encourage people to try not to use the bottled seasonings. We want them to be able to use fresh sage, herbs, thyme, all those natural herbs that naturally grow here. There is no reason why we can't be using the natural sources to actually season our food. And also watch what you're serving, right? Be very mindful of people that are coming to your house and make sure that they too also have something to eat, that they're not eating some of the negative impacted meals.
Reminding persons with hypertension and diabetes to ensure that they take their medication during the season, De Freitas also expressed concern about alcohol toxicity during the season.
We make sure to educate them, to let them know that make sure you're taking your hypertensive medications, because obviously if you're going to be overeating and if there is a high salt content in your food, then your blood pressure will elevate, and if it does, then you got to make sure that you're actually having that. Then the same with the blood sugars. A lot of the times patients are very carefree during the holidays. The blood pressure doesn't know carefree, blood sugar doesn't know carefree. So make sure that you're taking your either tablets or your insulin for your diabetes. Okay. I think overall, we don't want to discourage people to not eat and not be festive and not have fun, but you always have to be mindful. Alcohol toxicity is a huge concern as well. If you're feeling that you're getting lightheaded, you have some blurred vision, irritability in your or an upset stomach, all of those are signs when you're consuming alcohol that you've come to your limit. So you need to actually push yourself away from that.
She also encouraged persons who are on dialysis to try as much as possible to stick to their regimen.
We deal with the hypertensive diabetic population, plus we deal with the dialysis patients where they don't have much of a kidney function. Their kidney function is very low, which means everything they're eating and drinking, that's also building up in their bloodstream. So we want to let our patients know, be careful what you're eating. We do have a list in the clinic that we give out some of the stuff that tends to come out at Christmas time, and we give them the breakdown as to what the nutritional value of it is. Dialysis patients have to be mindful with their potassium, their sodium levels, and also their phosphorus levels. So all these things, some of them have a little remedy that helps them where you're actually able to take a tablet which kind of works together with the consumption that they're having, but some things actually don't, and the more of it you have to be mindful of. Fluid, the same. Dialysis patients are on a fluid restriction, so we try and let them know you've got to stay away and pace yourself every day and stick to your regime as much as possible.
Coming up, a number of communities to turn on their lights this weekend as part of the Christmas 9 morning celebrations. This and other stories coming up when we return with more local news. Stay with us.
News sponsored in part by Flow.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deal. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.
C-Star Limited is now located on the 3rd floor of the First St. Vincent Bank building. They have extended their range of products and furniture, including patio sets, closets, shoe casing, beds and mattresses, TV cabinets, and kitchen cupboards, just to name a few of their luxurious pieces, all at unbelievable prices. Don't just take my word for it. Check them out upstairs the First St. Vincent Bank building. And don't forget, they still have the best in windows, doors, burglar bars, rails, and and vanities. See Star Limited, where quality and style is our motto.
A funeral service should be one that you can be proud of. One that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones. And that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. We are proud of the quality and class we have brought to the industry. We are proud for having trained the very first certified embalmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are proud of leading the way in terms of live streaming of funerals online so that your family members overseas could also be part of the celebration of life. We are constantly improving our services. We are driven by customer satisfaction, and we are proud of all that we do.
New Haven Funeral Home.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up. Start the day. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. For Republic Bank, that reason is you. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Kidney disease is a growing concern around the world and here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Chronic kidney disease is a life-threatening condition which occurs when a person's kidneys are no longer able to clean the toxins and waste products from the blood or perform other kidney functions normally. When this happens, a person needs dialysis. Dialysis is where a machine takes over the function of the kidney and safely removes the poisonous waste from the blood. Since 2012, Health Solutions Inc. has operated a full-service hemodialysis facility in SVG that offers state-of-the-art equipment, courteous, well-trained staff, and a comfortable treatment environment.
We're encouraging for early detection. Anyone who is either diabetic or hypertensive and has any questions or concerns, please contact us at 784-451-2836 or visit us at www.healthsolutionssvg.org.
Breaking news! The greatest tile sale in the history of St. Vincent is back. With more, here's Thin Set Rowdy Face.
Thanks, Juan. Yes, free tiles for Christmas is back at Island Style Interiors, and there's real excitement in the air. Get this, buy 100 tiles at the regular price and get up to the next 25 tiles absolutely free.
Wow, that is a great deal.
Sure is, Juan. My wife's making me buy tiles right now before they sell out.
Vincent? Oh well, this is one cool guy signing off and heading to Island Style in Arnos Vale for free tiles. Wait for me! Yay!
This holiday season, it's the perfect time of the year to spend with the ones you love and show them exactly how you feel. Making the most of the season. So where do you find all you need to make this season the best one ever? It's Quartz, actually. Bringing value home.
Welcome back. Richmond Park became the second community last evening to turn on its lights for Christmas 9 morning celebrations, which swing into high gear this weekend. Area Representative Sinclair Prince encouraged residents to get involved in the celebration and continue the Christmas tradition in the community.
This is more than participation. This is where people come together in camaraderie to ensure that the culture remains. At the same time, to ensure that people are reminded for the reason for the season. And that's why I'm so happy that the church is heavily involved in this particular one. I hope that for the season, that you'll be inspired by what takes place on this stage, and that you'll be inspired to go into the new year with renewed strength and renewed vigor. I know I'll be here on mornings.
The opposition caretaker for the area, Curtis Bowman, said it is time to forego politics and unite for the season.
But I just want to say, in this season, let us put politics aside and remember the reason for the season is to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. And as you can see, Jimmy Prince and myself, we are united to let us enjoy the Christmas and all the best for New Year. Next year, we'll get better.
Richmond Park is one of the 50 communities nationwide participating in the Christmas Lighten Up 9 Mornings activities. Last week, Coles Hill on the leeward side of the island was the first community to turn on their lights. This weekend, the majority of the participating communities are expected to turn on their lights, including Point Village, which has won the competition for 6 consecutive years. The Windward community will also turn on its lights tomorrow evening. Hundreds of lights are expected to be turned on at the Botanical Gardens this Sunday evening for the start of the 5th annual 9 Nights of Light celebrations hosted at the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority. Our news team caught up with the Communication and Public Education Officer at the National Parks and Rivers and Beaches Authority, Twanik Barrow, who tells us more on what patrons can expect for the 9 Nights celebration. Lights are an integral part of the Christmas celebrations here in SVG, as many householders and communities take part in the annual Christmas Light-Up competition. One location which continues to attract locals and visitors with beautiful displays of lights is the Botanical Gardens. For the past 5 years, the gardens was aptly named a Sea of Lights, and this year the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority aims to continue this tradition. Communication and Public Education Officer with the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority, Twanik Barrow, said the 9-night celebrations at the gardens has solidified itself as an important activity on the Christmas calendar in SVG. She said along with the beautiful displays of lights, there will be cultural and other activities fit for the entire family.
So each night we're having a different performance. That is something that is an addition to the lights, right? So beginning from Sunday, Sunday is the launch. Monday we're having a Battle of the Bands where we're having school bands coming in. On Tuesday we're having a dance night. Wednesday, upstage Christmas experience. Thursday we're having the Yulu Pan movement coming in. That's the Pan night. On Friday that's our movie night, and we're encouraging everyone to come, bring your blankets, bring your pillows, and just have fun looking at this movie. On Saturday we have the SVG Drum Foundation coming in, and on Sunday we have our gospel night and we climb max. On Monday we're just having all the returning acts, people who performed on previous nights. So there's something for everyone, and I always say, if you're not, or if you don't like to wake up in the morning and you're not a morning person, 9 Nights of Lights is the place to be. We're open, gates open at 6:30, and we go from 6:30 to 10.
Food is an important part of any local festival, and Barrow said there will be many traditional Christmas treats available.
What's Christmas without food? People like to come, they like to enjoy themselves, they like to see the lights, yes. But what's Christmas without food? So in the gardens, night after night, we're going to be having our local food, such as codfish and bakes, modongo bakes. We have our sorrel and gingerbread, things, traditional Christmas food. So you can get anything that you want, even your hot cocoa, you can get that in the garden. And that's available each night. Okay, so this year we're having our Santa workshop, and that people can buy toys for those people who probably need to pick up a last minute gift. We have a Santa toy shop and you can buy gifts there. We're going to be having face painting. We're going to be having dips and punch board and raffles. We're going to be having raffles as well. And those raffles, we have adult and kids raffle.
Barrow said the activity has come a long way over the 5 years, and they're looking forward to celebrate the 5th anniversary of 9 Nights at the Botanical Gardens with everyone.
And you know, if you think about 5 years, this is a milestone. So we're like I said, the lights, we have more lights, we have more entertainment, better entertainment than last year. Everything that we do, we went up a level. So it's our 5th year, and we really want to emphasize that. The committee itself wants to emphasize that, you know, it's 5 years and we've come a long way. It's been a lot of hard work, dedication, and this is why we're here. And we just want people to appreciate our production this year. And you know, you can always let us know where we can improve, but we just really want you to enjoy this year. And I know that we have a great production. I know everything is wonderful, and I just want you guys to enjoy it. Vincentians, we're encouraging you to come out and enjoy.
For SVG-TV's Evening News, I am Bavin Oliver.
Meanwhile, curator of the Botanical Gardens, Gordon Shallow, is encouraging persons to adhere to the rules of the garden.
That we ask persons to adhere to are the normal rules of the gardens, which is not to pick or damage any plants. Specifically as it relates to the 9 nights of lights, we ask persons to not tamper with any of the lighting units and fixtures. Enjoy them, like we have laser lights, for example. You can dance within the lights and so forth and take pictures, but don't tamper with any of the lights in and of themselves. Well, it's at the 9 nights of lights. As much of the gardens is enclosed and it's a safe environment, we want to advise that parents be in the company of their children at all times. We do have a big pond, in fact two ponds in the gardens, and we wish not to have any mishap. Outside of that, just for general safety, at night, just be with your children.
Chairman of the National 9 Mornings Committee, Orande Bomani Charles, is excited to see the start of 9 mornings across SVG.
Many of the community groups and organizations would be turning on their lights this weekend, and the Kingston program begins from Monday 16th, bright and early Monday morning on the 16th of December. The Kingston program begins at 4 every morning from the 16th to the 24th. Well, so far we have seen not as many as we would like, but we've seen some effort move in that direction. Persons would see some of the buildings, some of the commercial buildings in Kingston lighted up, and we're hoping that as the season progresses, we will see some more.
Commercial buildings are still being encouraged to participate in the lighting up activities. Charles said this year a new feature is the Come Sing a Song competition at the 9 mornings activities at Heritage Square.
One of the new initiatives for this year's Kingston program would be an initiative, the Bring Your Song and Come competition, that's sponsored by Digicel. And it's really an effort to encourage hidden talent in singers and songwriters, to invite them to write a song around Christmas, around 9 mornings, bring your instrument or your version or even a cappella if possible, and come and perform. We will be running that segment every morning, and at the end of the festival, the 3 outstanding songs will be awarded cash prizes.
Guyana government defends its decision to place oil reserve in the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank. This from the region. When we return, stay with us.
That was a local news segment.
The Everready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Everready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Everready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494. Everready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
Juicy, juicy, drink today. Juicy, juicy, same great taste. Juicy, juicy, the original drink. It's a Vinci thing. Get your red and banana, pineapple, juicy cola, orange or apple. Juicy for you and for your neighbor. It's a Vinci thing. Enjoy it juicy, the original Vinci thing. Juicy.
We at SAP Shipping Agency send you the greatest holiday wishes. Words cannot express our gratitude to you for being such a loyal customer. It is our sincere hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. We thank you for your loyalty to our business and we look forward to serving you in the new year.
We wish everyone a safe and jolly holiday season.
Vallejo Experience. We cater for all of your psychological needs. We promote holistic wellness, balancing the mind, body, and spirit. I am Dr. Giselle Miller, CEO and founder of the Vallejo Experience. Contact us today. We are willing and ready to serve you.
Oh God, you have a gift for me?
Este es un regalo. Todo este gran regalo.
Is it a car?
To open this gift, just give that phone a little shake.
Shake it, that's right.
Oh, Kevin! I can't believe it. How?
Okay, do yourself.
Tourism has many benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It creates growth and a boost in economic activities, infrastructure development, job creation, entrepreneurship, and is a source of foreign exchange earnings. Supermarkets and vendors, bars, restaurants, taxis, tour guides, hotels, service providers, and many more all benefit directly from income gained through the tourism industry. Taxes collected from visitors to our country help St. Vincent's economy and its growth. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is everyone's business, yeah. Live it, love it, embrace it.
It's 12 days of amazing deals this Christmas at Quartz Optical. Get different offers on chic and fabulous styles every week when you shop. Get Prada, Lacoste, Michael Kors, Toscana, Carolina Herrera, Converse, and much more. And with Ready Finance, you'll get it today and pay absolutely nothing until March 2020. It's 12 days of amazing deals this Christmas. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Special conditions apply.
The regional news segment sponsored by Massey Stores SVG Limited.
The festive holiday joy is flowing early this year. Have yourself a merry little Massey Christmas. Enter with every $50 spent and you can win amazing prizes such as a luxurious, comfortable, and ultimately relaxing cruise for two with all-inclusive paid flight. Set sail to explore and discover the beautiful gems of the Caribbean. One island at a time. Bon voyage and travel in style and sophistication aboard a majestic cruise of a lifetime. And wait, there's more! This Christmas, exciting prizes such as a shopping spree with the value of $500. But don't worry, consolation prizes include weekly ham and turkey giveaways. Check out our Facebook page for more chances to win. See press and in store for more details. Happy holidays from Massey Stores. Our family serving your family.
Welcome back. In our news from the region, we hear that the decision to place Guyana's revenue from the oil in the U.S. Reserve Bank has been defended by the country's finance minister. DaCosta Jordan, supported by the central bank governor, Dr. Gobind Ganga, both agree that placing the finances from the Natural Resources Fund in the U.S. Reserve is the best move. We hear more in this report from the Guyana news source.
The governor noted that foreign assets belonging to Guyana have been kept at the Federal Reserve for close to 50 years.
Let me tell you, you want to put your money as the safest possible institution. There are a number of them, but the Fed is one of them. Right? The Fed was approached wrong back. Right? So you just don't go and talk and send something to the Fed. You have to engage them. We're talking about months.
And on the other hand, Minister Jordan noted that Guyana could make an average of 3% interest on its investment, but the ultimate aim is to meet an average of 32% long-term interest.
After investing in all these different classes of assets, so the aim over time is 3%, an average of 3%, right? So some of them may get 1.5, some of them you're lucky if you get them at 4.5, 3, 3.2, 2.8. And then weighted average over long term, 3% on average.
0.2, 0.3, 0.5.
Right, 0.5. Because the safer the asset, the lower the interest.
Jordan said Guyana could not earn any interest if the money was saved locally. The Bank of Guyana is responsible for the management of the Natural Resources Fund, including receiving and accounting for all deposits, investing in eligible asset classes, reporting on the petroleum on a monthly, quarterly, and annual basis, and providing the public with information on the Natural Resources Fund as required by law. In preparation for its role as operational manager of the NRF, the bank has begun to build additional capacity, supported by the World Bank.
Trade opportunities between Jamaica and Kenya are opening up. That's according to Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who was addressing the Jamaica diaspora in Kenya earlier this week. Holness said the two countries have not been utilizing the opportunities they have. We hear more in this report.
As well as education are just a few of the areas Prime Minister Andrew Holness says greater work is needed to strengthen ties between Kenya and Jamaica.
The Kenyan market is a large market. The population is about 35, closer to 50 million. Of course, the Jamaican population is 2.7 million. Closer to 3 million. In fact, there are more Jamaicans living overseas than living in the country. But there are great possibilities.
Prime Minister Holness says part of the plan is also to see more Kenyans coming to Jamaica. However, with climate change being a global issue, there is a concern about how it's affecting tourism in Jamaica, which is why Mr. Holness says the government is now doing work to develop resilience in that area.
In fact, I'm here as well with my Minister of Tourism, and he has been working very closely with your Minister of Tourism, because we both have tourism as an important plank in our economy. But there are many risks to tourism, climate change being the biggest risks, and therefore we have to work together to figure out how we're going to make that industry resilient.
Which is why Mr. Holness says the government is now doing some work to develop resilience in that area. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister charged the Jamaican diaspora to start figuring out ways in which it can further strengthen ties between the two countries.
Call up your family in Jamaica, your friends in Jamaica, your business people in Jamaica, to say, hey, there are opportunities for investment and trade in Kenya. Come and see what is in Kenya. And for you as well here to say to Kenyan businessmen, hey, there are opportunities in Jamaica. Go and see what is happening in Jamaica.
Britain's newly re-elected Prime Minister says the country must find closure on Brexit debate. This from the international scene when we return. Stay with us.
That was a regional news segment sponsored by Massey Stores SVG Limited.
The festive holiday joy is flowing early this year. Have yourself a merry little Massey Christmas. Enter with every $50 spent and you can win amazing prizes such as a luxurious, comfortable and ultimately relaxing cruise for two with all-inclusive paid flight. Set sail to explore and discover the beautiful gems of the Caribbean. One island at a time. Bon voyage and travel in style and sophistication aboard a majestic cruise of a lifetime. And wait, there's more. This Christmas, exciting prizes such as a shopping spree with the value of $500. But don't worry, consolation prizes include weekly ham and turkey giveaways. Check out our Facebook page for more chances to win. See press and in store for more details. Happy holidays from Massey Stores. Our family serving your family.
On behalf of the Board of Directors
the management and staff of Century Insurance. We want to wish all of our clients, our agents, our colleagues, our supporters in the industry a very Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year. We want to say thank you for the support, thank you for your business. Without you, we will have no company. God bless you and have a prosperous New Year.
Merry Christmas, St. Vincent and the Grenadines from Century Insurance.
Not giving in.
When will I stop?
I'm not giving in.
Once the world has heard me.
I'm not giving in.
When everyone knows my name. Or when I've opened more doors for others. I'll never stop. When there's still so much to do. Hennessy, never stop, never settle.
The body moves in many expressive ways. The freedom of movement is often taken for granted until that freedom is restricted by pain. Maya's Pain Kill Gel is scientifically formulated to alleviate muscle and joint inflammation. With this gel, you can target the pain in areas where it's needed the most. Bring the joy of movement back into your life with Maya's Pain Kill Gel. Available at leading stores and pharmacies in SVG.
Still going to town for hardware? No, you don't need to. Pinchers Hardware in Pembroke. It's your one-stop shop for all your hardware needs. We stock building materials, blocks, sand, and stones. Also plumbing and electrical fittings. We have automotive supplies too. And to make things easy, we will deliver to your location. Come on in or simply call us at 458-7591 or 533-1576. We are open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pinchers Hardware, located in Pembroke, where quality meets price.
This holiday season, it's the perfect time of the year to spend with the ones you love and show them exactly how you feel. Making the most of the season. So where do you find all you need to make this season the best one ever? It's Quartz, actually. Bringing value home.
SVG-TV International News segment sponsored in part by Courier's Distribution Limited.
For over 60 years, we have sought only the best beans grown in the lush hills of the Andean mountains of Colombia. Cold Cafe. We carefully select only the very best beans and roast them to delicious perfection by our experienced roast masters. Cold Cafe. Cold Cafe treats you to one of the finest coffees in the world, available in classic and decaffeinated. A rich flavor and aroma that can only come from 100% Colombian coffee. Cold Cafe. Indulge yourself in our delicious cappuccinos available in classic mocha and French vanilla. Enjoy them hot to warm your soul or cool to cool you down. Either way, they are incredibly satisfying. So go ahead, enjoy Cold Cafe and treat yourself.
Let's go further afield now. Britain's newly re-elected Prime Minister Boris Johnson said he hopes his party's extraordinary general election win will allow the UK to find closure over the Brexit debate. Speaking outside Number 10 today, the PM thanked voters for their support and urged them to let the healing begin. After 3.5 years of a arid argument following the 2060 EU referendum, the Tories have gained a majority of 80 in the election, the biggest win for the party since 1987. We hear more in this report.
This morning I went to Buckingham Palace and I am forming a new government, and on Monday MPs will arrive at Westminster to form a new parliament, and I'm proud to say that members of our new One Nation government, a people's government, will set out from constituencies that have never returned a Conservative MP for 100 years. And yes, they will have an overwhelming mandate from this election to get Brexit done, and we will honour that mandate by January the 31st. And so in this moment of national resolution, I want to speak directly to those who made it possible, and to all those who voted for us for the first time, and those whose pencils may have wavered over the ballot, I say thank you for the trust you have placed in us and in me, and we will work round the clock to repay your trust and to deliver on your priorities with a parliament that works for you.
Still on the international scene, the U.S. House Judiciary Committee has approved 2 impeachment charges against President Donald Trump, moving the process towards a full House vote. The articles backed by Democrats and opposed by Republicans are expected to be voted on a Democrat-controlled House of Representatives next week. Trump is the 4th U.S. president in history to face impeachment.
Today is a solemn and sad day. For the 3rd time in a little over a century and a half, the House Judiciary Committee has voted articles of impeachment against the President for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. The House will act expeditiously.
So yesterday couldn't have been more of a marathon of a partisan debate session, and this morning, the very opposite, the quickest action we've seen on Capitol Hill, with those votes coming first thing after the gavel was struck this morning, and then a very quick statement, as you just heard from Chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Jerry Nadler. But this is a historic moment, and there has been weeks of build-up to it. As you heard Nadler say, this is only the 3rd time in U.S. history that a president has had an impeachment proceeding progress to this extent against him. And these 2 articles that have just been passed by the committee are abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, both linked to the accusations against Trump that he was pressuring Ukraine to launch investigations into his political opponents in exchange for security aid and for a White House visit to the president of Ukraine. Trump this whole time has said that he is not guilty of any wrongdoing, but Democrats have argued that there is compelling and even damning evidence from more than a dozen witnesses, as well as the phone transcript, the partial transcript that shared with the American public the president's own words asking the president of Ukraine for a favor, those investigations into Joe Biden.
Well, that's the news. Sports is just ahead, but before that, let's take a look at the local weather forecast.
SVG-TV International News segment was sponsored in part by Carez Distribution Limited.
Let's go! Turn up the fun!
With Chocolisto and its great flavor, enriched with vitamins and minerals that help you grow.
Chocolisto makes you big and strong.
The weather report sponsored in part by General Hardware, Budgemart Limited.
General Hardware has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And now, get the same low prices on all your light hardware needs. This holiday season, get 20% off all paints, windows, and doors at General Hardware Supplies. That's the lowest price anywhere in SVG. So this Christmas, come to General Hardware at Annisvale for all your painting, building, and light hardware needs. Cause nobody beats the General with this massive 20% off paints, windows, and doors. Bring the colors of the world into your home with Kaleidoscope paints. Now available at General Hardware Supplies.
Budgemart's big sellout is filling your house and pockets this year. Look through our store and check out our green sale labels and save. From now until December 31st, when you spend $50 or more on toys, get 25% off. And our already low price curtains are even lower now with 30% off. And now, when you spend $50 or more store-wide, from clothing to shoes to household items, you will get a global discount of 15% off. Real deals, real savings, and no gimmicks. So when every dollar counts this Christmas, shop at Budgemart.
Look at the local weather conditions. Conditions overcast with light rain. Winds calm. Temperature at 23.7 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 92%. Barometric pressure 1011.8 millibars, 24-hour rainfall 15.4 millimeters. Today's maximum temperature 30 degrees Celsius. Today's minimum temperature 23.1 degrees Celsius. Sunset today at 5:40 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow at 6:18 a.m. Forecast partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with light to moderate showers, periods of rain and a chance of isolated thunderstorms. Synopsis: a trough system will continue to affect the islands.
The weather report was sponsored in part by General Hardware, Budgemart Limited.
Budgemart's big sellout is filling your house and pockets this year. Look through our store and check out our green sale labels and save. From now until December 31st, when you spend $50 or more on toys, get 25% off. And our already low price curtains are even lower now with 30% off. And now, when you spend $50 or more store-wide, from clothing to shoes to household items, you will get a global discount of 15% off. Real deals, real savings, and no gimmicks. So when every dollar counts this Christmas, shop at Budgemart.
You know those nights? They're the nights that become day, full of dancing and howling at the moon. And there's some kind of magic in those nights. They're the nights that remind us what it means to connect. The nights that teach us how to leave everything behind and live for the moment. They're the nights that memories are made of. Yeah, you know those nights. Those are absolute nights.
Welcome to Finishing and Furnishing, where a warm and friendly staff awaits you. At Finishing and Furnishing, you feel like you're in a home away from home. You will find a wide range of bedroom, living room, and appliances displayed in a stunning setting. When dealing with furniture, you need to take into consideration the colors of your room. That's why at our Penta Studio, we supply the best in interior and exterior paints. Have wooden furniture? Well, we also have stains, sealers, lacquers to get that matte or gloss finish of your desire. So give us a call at 457-2206 and come on down to Finishing and Furnishing today and start building the home of your dreams.
Shop and win this Christmas at CK Grills. Shop and win this Christmas at CK Grills. Shop and win.
For the entire month of December, as our nation continues to celebrate the 40th year of independence, CK Graves & Company is giving 40 lucky shoppers from each location a chance to win $100 food vouchers. That's 120 winners. And in keeping with the holiday spirit, we are also giving a 5% discount on almost all cash sales while earning your CK Graves points. Plus, one lucky person from each location would win food for a year. Win food for a year. Grand draw on December 31st. Shop at CK Graves for Christmas, where our prices are the lowest and selection the widest all year round.
Shop and win this Christmas at CK Grills. Win, win, win. Shop and win this Christmas at CK Grills. Shop and win.
Here's wishing you, our valued customers, a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. And remember, we have extended opening hours from December 16th. Terms and conditions apply. See press for details.
Welcome to the evening sports. Former West Indies captain Dwayne Bravo has come out of 2020 international retirement at the age of 36. The all-rounder has not played for the Windies for over 3 years, but is hoping to force his way into the defending champion squad for the T20 World Cup in Australia next year. Bravo revealed he would only be available to play international cricket in the shortest format. Highlighting the second day of action in the 2019 Winnot WICB Under-15 Cricket Championship was this year's first 100 and 3 half-centuries as both Grenada and St. Lucia registered victories. At the Cumberland playing field, Grenada totaled 254 for 8 in their 50 overs, the foundation of which was 122 by Ryan Mitchell, which included 10 fours and 3 sixes. Justin John chipped in with 25 and 22, with the contribution of Raquel Sylvester. In response, Dominica led by Captain Stephen Pascal with 79, Jelani Joseph 29, and Darren Toussaint 21 reached 191 for 9, of which 28 were extras, to give Grenada under-15s victory by 39 runs. Over at the Park Hill playing field, St. Lucia held their nerve in fading light to defeat St. Vincent and Grenadines by 11 runs after reinforced the second innings to be reduced to 43 overs. Batting first, St. Lucia made 179 for 9 of their 50 overs. Skipper Khan Elcock top scored with 58, Khalil St. Hill made 23, and Jordan Emmanuel remained 17 not out. Pakistan and Sri Lanka were again frustrated by the weather as only 32 balls were bowled on day 3 of the first at Pindi Cricket Stadium. Just 18.2 overs were possible on the second day in Rawalpindi, and a combination of a wet outfield following out-night rain and bad light left the players kicking their heels again on Friday. Dhananjaya Da Silva moved on to 87 not out in the afternoon session after a wet outfield paid to any action before lunch, but the umpires brought the players off the gloom with Sri Lanka on 282 for 6. They did not return after tea on another cold, miserable day, with Dilruwan Pereira unbeaten on 6 and Dhananjaya unable to press on to complete his 6th Test century. The first test in Pakistan for decades is almost certainly heading for a draw. The evening sports will continue in a moment. Stay with us.
Quality Paints and Israel would like to thank all their customers for their support in the year 2019, and we look forward to your continued support in the year 2020 and beyond.
Life is measured in moments. Make the most of them. Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi.
LA Unique Upholstery. Quality at a low cost. We build to suit your needs. Contact us at Redemption Shops 457-0182 or Stony Grounds 453-2089.
The festive holiday joy is flowing early this year. Have yourself a merry little massy Christmas. Enter with every $50 spent and you can win amazing prizes such as a luxurious, comfortable and ultimately relaxing cruise for 2 with all-inclusive paid flight. Set sail to explore and discover the beautiful gems of the Caribbean. One island at a time. Bon voyage and travel in style and sophistication.